Welcome back to our channel. Today we're diving into the life and legacy of Hilda Simms, a trailblazing actress who navigated the complex intersection of race, privilege, and representation in the 1940s. Known for her mesmerizing performances on stage and screen, Hilda was more than just an entertainer. She was a fighter, an innovator, and a voice for change. From her groundbreaking role in Anna Lucasta to her battles against Hollywood's discriminatory practices and the Red Scare's blacklist, her journey reflects both the triumphs and challenges of being a light-skinned African-American actress during a turbulent era. Join us as we uncover the untold stories of her resilience, her artistry, and the obstacles she faced within and beyond her community. Hilda Simms was born on April 15, 1918, in Minneapolis, Minnesota, into a lively household filled with the energy of 9 siblings, or possibly more, as some accounts suggest as many as 13 children. Her parents, Emil and Lady Moses, instilled in their children a sense of discipline and devotion, raising them in a devout Roman Catholic home. Their Creole heritage added another layer to Hilda's upbringing, infusing her childhood with a rich cultural identity that combined French, African, and Native American influences. This blend of faith, family, and heritage became a cornerstone of Hilda's character and future ambitions. Growing up in such a dynamic environment required resilience. Hilda and her siblings trekked miles each day to attend the Basilica of St. Mary, reflecting the family's deep commitment to their faith. Her mother, Lydia, was a strict Catholic whose moral convictions often clashed with Hilda's aspirations. Lydia's strong disapproval was evident when Hilda landed a role in the Broadway hit Anna Lucasta, playing a streetwalker. "I didn't raise her that way," Lydia reportedly said, refusing to support her daughter's burgeoning acting career. Despite this familial tension, Hilda remained undeterred. Her journey was one of navigating expectations while pursuing her dreams, a balancing act that required courage and determination. Despite her mother's strict disapproval, Hilda found small ways to nurture her love for performance. She would often reenact scenes from church plays for her siblings, turning their living room into a makeshift stage. As a child, Hilda would gather her siblings and perform impromptu plays in their living room. Her makeshift stage became her sanctuary, where she first discovered the joy of storytelling and the power of performance. These moments gave her the confidence to pursue acting, even when it seemed impossible. She understood the weight of her mother's disapproval, but chose to chart her own course, proving that personal ambition and family loyalty could coexist even in the face of opposition. Hilda's upbringing also shaped her understanding of identity and belonging. As a Creole woman in a racially divided America, she experienced both the privileges and challenges that came with her heritage. This duality would later influence her career choices and the roles she sought, as she used her platform to challenge stereotypes and represent the complexities of African American identity. During her time in New York, Hilda Simms married William Simms, a union that marked an important chapter in her personal life. Although their relationship eventually ended in divorce, Hilda chose to keep his surname, not out of convention, but as a badge of honor that reflected her sense of identity and resilience. The name Simms became synonymous with her burgeoning career and was how the world would come to know her as a trailblazing actress and cultural icon. In 1947, while touring internationally with the groundbreaking production of Anna Lucasta, Hilda met and married actor Richard Angarola. Their union began during the height of her career, blending their shared passion for the arts and performance. Together they navigated the dynamic world of theater and entertainment, though their love story ultimately came to an end. While details about her marriages remain limited, these relationships were far from mere footnotes in Hilda's life. They reflected the personal milestones and connections that shaped her journey, offering glimpses into the complexities of balancing love, ambition, and the pressures of a public career. For Hilda, her personal life and professional identity were deeply intertwined, each influencing the other in ways that enriched her story and legacy. Her choice to retain the Simms name, even after divorce, speaks to her unwavering commitment to forging her path on her own terms. It symbolized her independence and her ability to turn personal challenges into opportunities for growth. These relationships, though not without their difficulties, were integral parts of her life, illustrating the depth and humanity behind the polished image of a Hollywood star. Hilda Simms's journey into the entertainment industry was a testament to her resilience and undeniable talent. Her initial dream was to become a teacher, and she pursued dramatic arts at the University of Minnesota to enhance her communication and teaching skills. However, financial hardships forced her to leave college prematurely. This unexpected twist in her life proved pivotal, redirecting her towards a path where she would leave an indelible mark on the arts and inspire countless performers. Her decision to join the American Negro Theater, ANT, in New York marked the beginning of her groundbreaking career. The ANT was not just a theater company, it was a revolutionary space for African American artists to hone their craft, tell authentic stories, and challenge racial stereotypes. Hilda excelled in this environment, mastering acting techniques while also diving into the technical aspects of stage production, from sound effects to managing props. Her time at ANT shaped her into a multi-talented artist who understood the nuances of storytelling from all angles. Hilda's breakout role came with Anna Lucasta in 1943, a play initially intended for an all-white cast but reimagined by ANT as a trailblazing production featuring an all-African-American ensemble. Critics were captivated by her portrayal of Anna, praising her emotional depth and the humanity she brought to the role. During her preparation for Anna Lucasta, Hilda immersed herself in the character's backstory, spending hours rehearsing lines to capture every nuance. Critics marveled at her ability to convey Anna's complexity, with one reviewer calling her performance a tour de force that redefined African American theater. Audiences connected deeply with her performance, describing it as transformative and groundbreaking. One fan recalled, "Watching Hilda Simms on stage was like witnessing history being made. She brought a voice to stories that had long been silenced." The play's success propelled Hilda to Broadway in 1944, making her a prominent figure in African American theater. Touring internationally with Anna Lucasta, Hilda expanded her artistic repertoire by performing as a vocalist in Parisian clubs under the stage name Julie Ricardo. Her sultry voice and captivating stage presence enthralled audiences, solidifying her reputation as a versatile and magnetic performer. In the 1950s, Hilda ventured into film with roles in The Joe Louis Story and Black Widow. Her on-screen performances demonstrated her ability to transition seamlessly from stage to screen, earning her praise from critics and audiences alike. The media often highlighted her elegance and skill, with one magazine describing her as a star who brings authenticity and gravitas to every role she undertakes. However, her rise in Hollywood was abruptly halted by the Red Scare. Accused of having ties to the Communist Party, Hilda became a target during the blacklist era. Her passport was revoked and many of her opportunities disappeared overnight. Fans expressed outrage at the injustice, with letters to newspapers calling for an end to the witch hunts. "Hilda Simms is a national treasure," one supporter wrote. Silencing her voice is a loss for all of us. Despite these setbacks, Hilda refused to let the blacklist define her. She returned to the stage where she delivered one of her most iconic performances as Blanche Dubois in A Streetcar Named Desire. Theater critics lauded her ability to bring raw emotion and complexity to the role, further cementing her status as a formidable talent. Hilda's perseverance inspired many in the entertainment industry and beyond. Fellow actors often spoke of her courage and determination. One colleague remarked, "Hilda didn't just fight for her own success, she fought to open doors for others. She showed us all that no matter how many obstacles are thrown your way, you can rise above them with grace and strength." The media's coverage of Hilda evolved over time, from initial skepticism to admiration for her resilience and contributions to the arts. Retrospectives highlighted her groundbreaking work in Anna Lucasta and her ability to navigate the complexities of being a light-skinned African-American actress in a racially divided industry. Social media today would likely be filled with hashtags like Hilda Simms legacy and trailblazer, celebrating her achievements and her unyielding spirit. Hilda Simms's career took a devastating hit during the Red Scare of the 1950s, a dark period in Hollywood when fear and paranoia over alleged communist ties led to widespread blacklisting. For Hilda, the accusations were especially crushing. Her passport was revoked, her name was smeared, and opportunities that once seemed endless were suddenly out of reach. Yet even as the entertainment industry turned its back on her, Hilda refused to let the blacklist define her story. In an act of defiance, Hilda took to the page, writing an impassioned article titled "I'm No Benedict Arnold." The piece wasn't just a defense of her reputation, it was a rallying cry against the injustice of her treatment and a declaration of her refusal to be silenced. Hilda laid bare the human cost of the blacklist, using her platform to shed light on the lives and careers derailed by the Red Scare. Her words resonated deeply, sparking conversations about fairness and freedom in the creative arts. Fans rallied behind Hilda, flooding her with letters of support and admiration. One admirer wrote, "Hilda's courage is a reminder that even in the face of injustice, we can fight back with dignity and truth." She's a beacon of hope for everyone who's ever been silenced. Social media today would have likely exploded with hashtags like Justice for Hilda and Blacklist Survivor, amplifying her message to a global audience. Critics and industry insiders also took notice of her resilience. A prominent columnist from Variety described her as a voice that Hollywood desperately needed but failed to protect, while theater directors began to seek her out, recognizing her immense talent and undiminished star power. Rather than retreating from the public eye, Hilda redirected her focus to theater, a medium that had always been her creative sanctuary. In 1959, she debuted a one-woman show that was as bold as it was innovative. By blending love letters from historical courtesans with evocative poetry, Hilda created a performance that was both deeply personal and universally resonant. Critics hailed the show as a testament to her creativity and resilience. Fellow performers praised Hilda's courage during the blacklist era, with one actor noting, "She turned the stage into a platform for truth. Her one-woman show wasn't just a performance, it was a statement." The show's success inspired other artists to reclaim their voices during a time of widespread censorship. "This isn't just theater," one review stated, "it's a masterwork of defiance, delivered by a performer who refuses to be silenced." Audience reactions were equally enthusiastic. Theatergoers were captivated by Hilda's ability to weave humor, emotion, and intellect into a single performance. One attendee described the show as a transformative experience that reminded us of the power of storytelling to heal and inspire. The media, which had once reported on her blacklisting with detached skepticism, began to celebrate her as a symbol of perseverance. Profiles in magazines such as the New York Times and the Hollywood Reporter painted her as a woman who had overcome insurmountable odds, turning adversity into artistry. Hilda Simms's career as a light-skinned African-American actress with Creole roots placed her in a uniquely challenging position within Hollywood. Her lighter complexion opened some doors that were often closed to her darker-skinned peers, but it also subjected her to scrutiny from both sides of the racial divide. The Black community sometimes perceived her as disconnected from the struggles they faced daily, while white audiences and casting directors refused to fully accept her. This dual rejection left her navigating a delicate and isolating space, one that demanded resilience, strength, and a clear sense of purpose. For Hilda, these challenges weren't just professional, they were deeply personal. Colorism, a pervasive issue in Hollywood, dictated the roles available to her. While her lighter skin allowed her to avoid some of the most degrading and stereotypical roles such as the Mammy or Jezebel, it also placed her in a category that was still far from equitable. "You're not Black enough, and you'll never be white enough," Hilda reportedly remarked to a friend, reflecting the profound sense of limbo she often felt. Fans who admired Hilda recognized the struggles she faced and lauded her courage for persevering. Letters and messages from supporters frequently acknowledged the tightrope she walked, balancing her identity and her artistry. One fan wrote, "Hilda Simms stood tall in an industry that tried to put her in a box. She showed us that talent knows no boundaries, even when society tries to impose them." Media coverage of Hilda's career often mirrored the biases she encountered. Articles frequently emphasized her light complexion, framing her success as a product of privilege rather than talent. While some praised her elegance and sophistication, others diminished her achievements by focusing on her perceived proximity to whiteness. Yet Hilda remained steadfast in her belief that her work could transcend these superficial judgments. Her performance in Anna Lucasta exemplified her determination to defy expectations. While grappling with colorism, Hilda refused to shy away from the issue. In interviews, she spoke candidly about the need for authentic representation in Hollywood, urging casting directors to embrace the full spectrum of African American talent. "Representation isn't just about who gets the role. It's about who gets to tell the story," she once said. The play, which featured an all-African American cast, allowed Hilda to showcase her depth as an actress, portraying a complex character with emotional nuance. Fans and critics alike praised her for bringing humanity to the role, proving that African American performers could deliver powerful multi-dimensional performances. "She was mesmerizing," one theatergoer recalled. "You didn't see her race, you saw her talent, her emotion, her truth." The media's portrayal of Hilda evolved over time, with retrospectives and profiles gradually shifting to recognize the barriers she overcame. Modern-day social media would likely have amplified her story, with hashtags like Hilda, Simms Legacy, and Colorism in Hollywood sparking conversations about representation and inclusion. Audiences might have shared clips of her performances, paired with captions celebrating her as a pioneer who challenged both industry norms and societal expectations. Hilda Simms's ability to thrive beyond the confines of Hollywood speaks to her extraordinary resilience and versatility. While her acting career faced challenges, she used those obstacles as a springboard to contribute in new and meaningful ways. Her transition into education, advocacy, and radio further cemented her legacy as a multifaceted trailblazer dedicated to uplifting her community. Earning a master's degree in education from the City College of New York marked a pivotal moment in Hilda's journey. Returning to her first love, teaching, she found a deeper purpose in empowering young minds. Her classroom was not just a place of academic instruction. It was a space where students were encouraged to dream big and challenge societal limitations. Hilda often spoke about the transformative power of education, saying, "When you teach someone, you're not just giving them knowledge, you're giving them the tools to rewrite their story." As the creative arts director for the New York State Human Rights Commission, Hilda expanded her influence into the realm of advocacy. In this role, she championed representation and equality in the arts, ensuring that underrepresented voices found a platform. Her work inspired initiatives that celebrated diversity and inclusion, drawing attention to the need for systemic change in how stories were told and whose stories were given the spotlight. Hilda's impact wasn't confined to classrooms or advocacy boards. Her work in radio gave her a direct connection to audiences eager for stories that resonated with their lives and heritage. Hosting Ladies' Day and narrating Great Negro Americans, she brought history to life, celebrating the achievements and contributions of African Americans. Listeners often express their gratitude for her ability to educate and inspire. One fan shared, "When Hilda spoke, it felt like she was speaking directly to you, reminding you of the greatness we all have within us." Her return to theater showcased her enduring passion for storytelling and her commitment to creating opportunities for others. Beyond her own performances, Hilda focused on mentoring young actors, particularly African Americans who faced the same barriers she had encountered. She once said, "Theater is where I found my voice, and I want others to discover theirs too." The stage should be a space where everyone can belong. Fans and media alike celebrated Hilda's multifaceted contributions. Letters poured in from admirers who saw her as a beacon of hope and resilience. Hilda Simms taught us that reinvention is not just possible, it's powerful, one admirer wrote. Social media today would have been abuzz with tributes using hashtags like Hilda Simms Inspires and Trailblazer Legacy to honor her enduring influence. The media also recognized her role as a pioneer who refused to be confined by societal expectations. Retrospectives highlighted her journey from Hollywood to education, noting how she continually found ways to impact the world around her. In recent years, Hilda's contributions have been celebrated through theater festivals and scholarship programs bearing her name. Young performers often cite her as an inspiration, with one actor sharing, "Hilda Simms proved that artistry and activism can go hand in hand." Her story reminds us that change begins with courage. One feature in the New York Times described her as a Renaissance woman who used every tool at her disposal to create, inspire, and advocate. On February 6, 1994, Hilda Simms passed away in Buffalo, New York, at the age of 75 after battling pancreatic cancer. Her death marked the end of a life dedicated to breaking barriers and creating opportunities for others, but her legacy continues to inspire generations. Decades after her passing, organizations and theater groups have honored Hilda's contributions through scholarships and retrospectives. In 2020, a production of Anna Lucasta was staged in her memory, with the director calling it a tribute to a woman who redefined what it meant to be a star. Hilda's journey wasn't just a testament to her talent as a performer, it was a reflection of her unyielding perseverance and her unwavering commitment to social justice and representation. Hilda's passing left a profound impact on those who admired her work and her advocacy. Fans and industry peers alike shared heartfelt tributes, reflecting on the depth of her contributions to the arts and her tireless efforts to uplift marginalized voices. Hilda Simms wasn't just an actress, she was a beacon of hope for so many of us. One admirer wrote, "Her legacy is a reminder that you can rise above adversity and make a difference no matter the obstacles." The media, which had often overlooked her contributions during her lifetime, began to reflect on her profound influence. Retrospectives and profiles highlighted her groundbreaking role in Anna Lucasta, her resilience during the blacklist era, and her efforts to advocate for equality through her work as an educator and creative arts director. One feature in Variety described her as a trailblazer who used her talent and platform to challenge stereotypes and promote meaningful change. Hilda's legacy was not confined to her performances on stage or screen. It was also rooted in her ability to inspire others to dream bigger and demand more. Her transition into education and advocacy in her later years demonstrated her belief that art and activism could coexist to create lasting societal progress. Through her work with the New York State Human Rights Commission, she pushed for greater representation and helped pave the way for future generations of performers to see themselves on stage and screen. Even today, her story continues to resonate with audiences who see in her life a symbol of perseverance, courage, and artistry. Younger generations have rediscovered her performances with clips from Anna Lucasta and the Joe Louis story circulating on social media. Hashtags like Hilda, Simms Legacy, and Trailblazing Actress often accompany these posts, celebrating her contributions and reintroducing her story to a wider audience. Hilda Simms's passing was a loss to the arts and activism communities, but her life remains a powerful reminder of the enduring impact one person can have when they refuse to be silenced. Her journey is a testament to the transformative power of resilience and creativity, showing us all that the most meaningful legacies are built not just on success, but on the courage to make a difference. For anyone facing challenges, Hilda's story offers hope and a blueprint for turning adversity into an opportunity to inspire and uplift others. Hilda Simms's life was a testament to perseverance, talent, and the pursuit of justice in an industry and society fraught with prejudice. She carved out a space for herself in theater, film, and education, leaving behind a legacy that continues to inspire new generations of performers and activists. While she faced criticism and challenges from both sides of the racial divide, Hilda's commitment to her craft and her community never wavered. What's your favorite fact about Hilda Simms? Let us know in the comments below, and don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more captivating stories about Hollywood's unsung heroes and trailblazers.